MFA updates.
Good morning, สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to MFA Update. It is a weekly program that focuses on Thailand's foreign affairs and activities. I am Nishaka Phumi, your host. Today we have a great opportunity to talk with Kun Thaw Saralam, Consul General of Thailand in Los Angeles or LA, to discuss the Thai community as well as the highlighted roles of the Royal Thai Consulate General in Los Angeles.The
foreign affairs that matter. Special guests from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is the MFA updates.
Good morning from Thailand, sir. Welcome and thank you for joining our program today.
Good morning, Kunishaka, and it's good evening from the west coast of the United States.
Yeah, of course, there is a huge time difference between LA and Thailand as we are talking to each other right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm very happy today that we will be talking about our Thai fellows who live in the other part of the world, especially on the west coast of the United States, which has a high concentration of the Asian community.So could you please tell us how important the mission of the Royal Thai Consulate General in LA is to the Thai community, particularly during and after the COVID pandemic, please?
So the west coast of the United States is the home to the largest Thai communities outside of Thailand. Mm-hmm. So we estimate that there are about 250,000 Thai people living in the area under the responsibilities of the Royal Thai Consulate General in Los Angeles. So for you to imagine how many do we have, the number of the Thai here is about the same size of the population in Mae Hong Son province of Thailand. Mm-hmm. So our jurisdiction cover 13 states in the west coast, which include two faraway states like Hawaii in the middle of Pacific Ocean and also Alaska near the North Pole.So the total area of our jurisdiction is about 10 times larger than the size of Thailand. Mm-hmm. So among all these 13 states, California has the highest concentration of the Thais, particularly in Los Angeles and San Francisco. Mm-hmm. So they start migrate into United States in the decades of 1960s and 1970s. They have settled down and work here.And eventually has become an indispensable part of the local economy and social development here. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of temple here too, the Buddhist temple. The first Thai temple in the United States was built here in LA in 1962. So the temples not only serve as the center for Buddhist teaching, but also serve as a venue for activities of the Thai communities.Nowadays, we have more than 200 Buddhist Thai temple in United States. So taking all this number into consideration, I think you can imagine how heavy is our workload at the consulate here. So for us at the consulate, service for the Thai community is one of our top agenda.Every day we provide various kind of services to the Thai, including passport application, issue them the national ID card, birth certificate and death certificate, including certificate of marriage and divorce. So put it in other words, we involve in almost all major junction in the life of the Thai people here.So to answer your question about the service during the pandemic time, we have adjust and upgrade our service by using technology like advanced booking system, for example, that allow the people to book our service schedule and upload the required document in advance.So by doing so, we can reduce the waiting time and also service time per case that help reduce the congestion of people.in the consulate waiting room, which eventually reduced the risk from pandemic too. Mm-hmm. However, the pandemic did have a serious impact, on our mobile consular service to the Thai community in the other state. So in the normal situation, we will organize what we call mobile consular services to the people in the other state every month. But traveling and gathering restriction during the pandemic has prevented us from going out to serve our community But now, after the pandemic subside, our mobile consular service returned to normal. But of course, with a lot of heavy workload due to the backlog cases that during the COVID. So, Kun Nishaka, we try to bring the best service to our fellow Thai citizens here.
I can see some really impressive work from the Royal Thai Consulate General in LA.
Yes.
So I can see that there is a large Thai community in LA. So how do you see the interaction among them, or are there any interesting activities?
There are many organizations and associations that established by groups of Thai people. And here we enjoy the diversity of people. There are Buddhist temples, Christian church, and Islamic mosques that belong to the Thai community. The consulate engage with all of them. They also enjoy constructive interaction among themselves. I very often have to attend the activities of the communities, such as a festival or other kind of public gathering to celebrate their special occasion. And today I would like to highlight on the Thai New Year Songkran Festival, which is one of the biggest outdoor event in the United States. Normally, the festival will be organized in April, which is the Songkran month. Yeah. But this year, it was moved to 28th of August in the next 2 weeks. It's coming soon. Yes. This is the event that the consulate and the Thai community here are very proud of. It has been organized for more than 15 years and has become one of the major events in the Los Angeles calendar. The festival itself is the comprehensive showcase of our culture. Like food, cultural performances, traditional music, Thai massage. We have Thai massage here too. Thai boxing or Muay Thai, which is very popular now in the US. And also the promotion of the imported product from Thailand. And most importantly, the tourism, which is the major income to Thailand. So the festival is organized by the Thai community with the support from the Consulate and the Tourism Authority of Thailand office in Los Angeles. Lately, I heard that in Thailand, we discuss a lot about how to promote our soft power overseas. Oh, yeah. So this festival is the best of its kind, I think, that we can experience. It is an ideal model where public and private sector and also community organization work hand in hand to achieve a common goal.
I see. And I have a little further question, like there is a lot of activities going on by the Royal Thai Consulate General in LA. So how do you communicate these activities? How do you let the Thai community know about the event? Like, for example, are there any particular channels that you use?
Oh, very good question. Normally, our website is the window of communication, and lately we have opened more channel for them to reach us and for us to reach them through other type of social media. We have Twitter, we have IG, we have Facebook, and most recently we have our Line official account. We call it Line Consulอุ่นใจ. To keep them warm at heart. We encourage the Thai people in the 13 states to register with us and to add this Line account as friend. So now we have about 5,500 members, in our network, and we send news, information about our service to them. And they further on forwarding the information to their circle of friends. So this is how we use the new technology to reach our people here.
I really like the name, like Consul อุ่นใจ is really warm.
Keep them warm. Yes.
So let's move on to the final question. In your perspective, how is the West Coast economy important to the Thai and U.S. relations? And also, could you please share with us the focuses of the Royal Thai Consulate General this year?
The West Coast is the center of the United States creative economy. So Los Angeles, in particular, is the home to filming and entertainment industry. Everybody know Hollywood, right? So Hollywood is located right in the middle of Los Angeles. San Francisco, the Bay Area, as well as Seattle in Washington State up north are also the center of IT and tech company like software design, gaming industry. So the consulate is located right, at the center of gravity of the things that are changing the world and shaping the future. So it is our responsibility here to raise the awareness among the Thais of the advanced technology that is emerging in the West Coast. We have to make them aware of what is the next big thing that will happen in the world. For one example is our Metaverse Seminar. We call it Metaverse Seminar. It's come from two words, Metaverse and Seminar. So we call it Metaverse Seminar. This is the first of its kind, ever organized by the Thai government sector. It was a seminar that has been organized in the format of Metaverse. Metaverse is the virtual reality world that the people interact. And in the future, we believe that more and more people will interact more, through this platform. So that day that we organize a seminar, we invite everyone to log into the Metaverse room and appear in the room as an avatar. So the avatar is the animation version of ourselves, and myself, I have the avatar of me that look like me, but in the animation format. And when I speak from my office in Los Angeles, the people in the metaverse world can see me in the form of myself in the metaverse form. So we invite the speaker, both from Thailand, from United States, from Canada to talk to the audience about how the metaverse will change their life, how the cryptocurrency will change the global financial architecture in the metaverse, and also how the money will be spent in the future in the virtual reality world. It's very impressed me that the seminar attract people from around the world, including from Thailand, from United States, there's many people from Asia and Europe and Latin America also logged into the system too. So this is what we have done, recently. So the focus that we will move into next year is how to encourage the digital nomad, to move to Thailand. So the digital nomad is those people who work in the IT sector, and they can work from anywhere. Recently, I heard that Chiang Mai has been listed in the top 5 of the best city for digital nomad due to the attractive cost of living, the super fast internet speed, and a good lifestyle, night market, temples, tourist attraction to entertain them. There's plenty of co-working space and of course good food. Everything that they need. So what else do they need more? This is everything. So we're thinking about promoting this idea in the city with a high concentration of tech professionals, like in San Francisco and in the Bay Area next year. So, Kun Nishaka, this is just a few example of our interesting activities that we will do in the next year. So please stay tuned with us, and we will keep you updated about what is going on from the West Coast through this MFA update program.
Thank you very much. It's really impressed me, and I think our listeners feel the same, that the role of the Royal Thai Consulate General and its work extend not only for the Thai community but also for the global community as well.
Yes. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
And that was Kun Thaw Sornaram, Consul General of Thailand in Los Angeles. To listen to the previous episode of the MFA update, please visit the YouTube channel MFA Thailand as well as our Facebook page FM88 Radio Thailand English. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time. I am Nishaka Phumi. สวัสดีค่ะ
MFA updates